Now to that big breaking news tonight in Georgia. Former President Trump, several of his closest advisors as well, indicted tonight.
Indicted for their efforts to overturn the 2020 presidential election in the state of Georgia.
Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger in the newsroom with the latest on the breaking news. Josh?
Well, Bill, this is the document. It's enormous. It's almost 100 pages. There are 41 counts against 19 defendants. Of course, the lead defendant is the former President Donald Trump, but the second defendant is a man named Rudy Giuliani, Trump's attorney, but we know him here in New York, of course, as the former mayor. Also, Mark Meadows, Trump's chief of staff. And this is nothing like the first three unrelated Trump indictments we've lived through over the last few months, partly because it's the first one that will play out entirely on camera. When they say an indictment is handed up to a judge, this is actually what's happening. Paperwork literally handed to a judge to certify it's properly and legally filled out. It's the most mundane of procedures. It happens every day in courthouses across the country. In Georgia, they allow cameras in the courtroom, and so we watch the grinding wheels of justice tonight as the former president was indicted for his frantic attempt to subvert the results of Georgia's vote count and his badgering of Georgia voting officials, fellow Republicans, by the way, recorded by one of them in a phone call that sparked this investigation.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
And that call Trump placed to Georgia's Republican Secretary of State was just one piece of an enormous alleged pressure campaign and a fruitless 2-month attempt to overturn the results of Georgia's vote, which of course ended with Joe Biden winning the once deep red state. Trump and his allies allegedly harassed career election workers, named fake electors ready to certify a phony result in Congress. And the investigation ensnared the former president along with a number of his advisors, 18 of them, in fact, including his chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and his attorney, as I said before, former New York Mayor Rudy Giuliani. In just the past few minutes, we heard from the Fulton County District Attorney, who is bringing this landmark case.
Every individual charged in the indictment is charged with one count of violating Georgia's Racketeer, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act through participation in a criminal enterprise in Fulton County, Georgia, and elsewhere to accomplish the illegal goal of allowing Donald J. Trump to seize the presidential term of office beginning on January 20th, 21.
So let's take a step back here. In the last several months, Trump has been indicted by 3 other grand juries, 2 of them federal for his mishandling of documents and for his role in the January 6th insurrection. Another local case here in New York involving hush money payments to a porn star. But this case is being prosecuted as a racketeering case. It's the kind of law prosecutors use to go after mob bosses or drug kingpins. Trump and his co-defendants will have to surrender at the Fulton County Courthouse in Atlanta no later than Friday, August 25th. Bill?
Josh, as you said, this indictment trial will be televised. We invite you to stay with Eyewitness News and ABC News as we learn more about the grand jury's findings. Now to the other breaking story tonight, and another accident.